What is the essence? The essence is that you master the government of your inner world before trying to govern the outer. So to govern your inner, what is your inner world? Your inner world is everything that happens inside of you. The compartments of your life. That is inner. Your intellect, your will, your emotion. Will, emotion, intellect. It's the things that happen in your inner world. These are your inner world. Your intellect, your will, your emotion. So to manage yourself, you have to start understanding what happens inside of you and build it. You know what it means to govern? To govern means to lead it. To lead. So to manage yourself is to govern your inner world. First thing, govern your inner world before trying to govern the outer world. And this is the statement, this kind of statement makes it reasonable when people say things like, there's a time where you're not supposed to be outside. There's a time when you're not supposed to be doing anything. It's just because our economy or the world is deteriorating. In the normal transitioning of life, there's a time of your life where you should be giving to understanding how to govern your inner world. Your inner world is your intellect. You know what intellect is? Everything that has to do with intelligence, knowledge in your life is in the realm of your intellect. When they say this person is an intellectual person, you know what they are trying to say? This person has knowledge, right? Your will, your decisions. Will is your decision, right? Your emotion is your feelings. So for you to build anything successful, you have to be in charge. You have to be able to direct. You have to be able to govern. You have to be able to be in control of your inner world. All these things is summed up in this word. Govern your inner world. The reason why you are where you are, wherever you are, whether you have made it or you have not made it, is on the strength of your inner world. Do you have the requisite intelligence? Do you have the kind of intellect you are supposed to have to face this world? Everybody wants to make money. That's fine. It's a good ambition. But do you have the intellect? Do you have the kind of intellect that making money needs? Do you have it? Do you have the emotion that the kind of emotion that people who make money have? Do you have it? Do you have the kind of willpower that people who are wealthy have? You know, see, wealth has a lot to do with will. I think that's the point. Wealth has a lot to do with will. And will, the decisions you make, you land you wherever you will land in the future. It's the decisions you are making. And the early stage of your life, the early stage of the building of your life is to understand how to manage yourself. And it's first to govern your inner world. Inner world. A lot of people will become poor in future because they misused their teenage age. And you see this inner world, the development of this inner world is largely in your teenage age and your young adults. From 15 to 25. From 15 to 25, trust me. From 15 to 25, you're still building your inner world. You are building capacity intellectually. You are building capacity intellectually. I will still say this and say this again until our book on redefining education comes out. It is not by tertiary institution. It is not by going to tertiary institution. If you must become intellectually sound even in tertiary institution, you have to will it. Do you understand? You have to will to be intelligent. We have mentioned it again and again and again. How I have seen graduates who have no why, who don't know anything. I was talking to a senior friend last month. It was last month. I was talking to a senior friend. That he asked me, he said, have you done this? I said, no, I've not done it. He said, even he's not planning to do it again. I think I was telling him that he's planning to go again. Because the first one, he's just realizing that the first time he went to university. He just went for going sick. He went because everybody is doing job. Managing yourself does not mean batting and looking good and wearing good clothes. It's the building and the governing of your inner world. Take charge of your inner world. We can't overemphasize this. It's not some of us. You were the one that posted you posted something that I reacted to on WhatsApp. That statistics are showing that Gen Z is the first generation that is less wiser than their parents. Not parents, because the word they use there. So before Gen Z is what? Before Gen Z is millennial. No. It's millennial before Gen Z, right? Yes. Some people just think Gen Z is just a word that appeared. No. It's something that is a trend through time. Right? So, for the first time in history, the generation after is less wiser than the generation before. How it works is that every generation coming is supposed to be wiser than the ones that they took over. Gen Z have been rated not wise. You know what? One of the things Gen Z lack is the disability to govern, to be in charge, to train their inner world. You are not first this body I'm seeing. What is more important in your life is what you carry inside of you. That's what's more important. So, your intellect, your will, and your emotion. Every of us sitting here knows that one of the weakest points of this current generation, which is all of us here now, is emotion. We don't have. I was watching an interview with Professor Odeshoinka and Chinua Achebe when they were youth, and I can only imagine how these people were trained as in their youth. They were having an interview session where interviewing Chinua Achebe on one book he wrote like that. So Professor Oye, now they are young people. They are not the professors of. Bro, the kind of English these guys were speaking. In fact, some people were even saying in the comment section that they cannot even speak like that now. Like they were speaking better than the Bible. When they were young, than the intelligence level. The basic young person now is not intelligent. I've been crying to you people, but you're not seeing it. That's why we tell you to read one book, you are just all about the place. You can't read. Your inner world is first your quality. I sounded this thing in December. So you must understand that Our first movement is managing ourselves. Some of us need to agree that, okay, we have lost the time. We have the youngest person here now is this lady. You are in the best. What we are talking about now, you are the only one here in the best stage of this thing. Every other person here has to now do a 10 times urgent work. But you now, if you don't understand what I'm trying to show you today, you are still going to live carelessly, and get to age 20, and you are like everybody else. Your inner world, when there's an emotion to lead, there's an emotion, leadership is what this whole thing I'm going to teach today is on leadership. The first, it's my basic knowledge. The first form of leadership is self-leadership. That's the best. You can't self-lead, can't lead anybody. You can't self-lead. It's just like teaching. You cannot learn, you want to teach. Imagine you standing in your front and not that. What that will tell you. So this thing is basic. You don't have anywhere you are going to in this world. You are not going to anywhere in this world if you have not gone into yourself first. That's what this number one is. Managing yourself means you are not going anywhere in this world. You are not going anywhere except you have gone into yourself. Get that. Write that down. Except you travel into yourself and see places in yourself. Organize them. You are not going anywhere outside yourself. It's the truth. One of the greatest problems we have in our day is the problem of complex. Right? The reason for that problem is because people have not taken a journey into the governing of their inner world. So there's complex issue, inferiority complex everywhere. There's something I've been meaning to teach this council. Very serious matter. We've not had the time to live. So watch it very well. It says to govern your inner world before you govern what? Before you try. Oh my God. Before you try to do what? Govern. So the pattern to a life of legacy. The pattern to the dream life that you have is to first journey into yourself first before you try to join us. So what all of us basically is doing is that we have come out when we are supposed to be inside working. So this and the balance of this thing I'm saying now is that even when you now realize that, oh, because of circumstances, I need to be outside too, that means you still need to be inside and outside at the same time. That means something is supposed to be going on in the building inside, even as you are trying to survive outside. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the building inside. And don't forget this. Intellect. I wish you know how powerful this is. Probably the only reason why you are not being able to leave that room is your will is not strong. Your will. And this will is what your inner world is. This is what you are going to use for the whole of your life, but you have not trained it. It's inside here in your life, but you have not trained it. You are not in charge. You are not direct. Something else is directing your will here. Something else is organizing your will for you, and for most of us is social media. It's just the reason why you are trying to learn anything. Because every time you sit down for leisure, the next thing you do is you run your liver. So start scrolling. That was from us. So to further show you that this thing has to do with the inside of you and not the outside. Discipline your under this now. Discipline your thoughts, emotions, and habits, because your life always follow your inner states. That's everything I've been saying. I have a summary and everything I've been saying. Discipline your thoughts. Discipline your thoughts, intellect. Your emotions. And your habit will. Thoughts, intellect. Emotions. And habit will. Discipline them, because your life always follows your inner what? State. Your life always follows your inner state. What that simply means is that what you are is what you are. What you are outside is what you are inside. I don't care. Have you ever seen? Oh my God. Have you ever seen a very handsome guy? Not to use me now. Let's use guess. I've never seen a very handsome dance. After interacting with him, I just let's you just said let me shock you. People have said that for you. People have said that for you. People have said more. Half of the reason we don't grow is because we are not one move. I don't want to. See, some of the things I'm teaching you, but you may be shocked that even me is not effective in my life. The fact that I'm able, and that's why if you are smart, you take it and run. If you are waiting to judge and say, he will the talk about these things moving forward. If you like, don't know that even me, I'm a work in progress. And sometimes the irony of life is now that the more you are taking your own life serious from what I am giving you, the more you are prompting me to also speak up. You might not get that out. You might not understand that. But let's go back. This is so important. We must learn to govern our inner world. That is the intelligence. Do you know what it will take you to be intelligent? Do you know what it will take you to become intelligent? I don't mean the intelligence of 1400s or 1500s or 1600s or even 1900s. We're talking about the AI age intelligence. AI age intelligence. They see, if I'm telling you about becoming deep, do you think, see that your debt will show the things you do. Your debt will show the things you do. Your debt will appear in the things you do. But first of all, and this is why life is fair. Life allowed you to come as a child so that you can grow. You see, the first level of transition is to manage yourself. Cover your inner worlds. These are your inner worlds. Do you know the emotional power it will take you to become a billionaire, sir? Do you know the emotional power it will take you to become a billionaire? Do you know that one of the greatest principles of wealth is work before gratification? It's not work and gratification. By work I mean labor. It's not that you are laboring and you are gratifying yourself. One of the greatest and most potent, and you see, billionaires they have said one of the most potent way to enter into wealth is to labor long before you ever think of gratification. You know what gratification is? You know what gratification is? So make a chop like small, maybe Jesus. That's how people become poor. So yeah, money where they chop am. That's how people remain poor for life. So chop the money where they need to, you die tomorrow, you be poor. And you see that's punishing. So that if you do chop, now the one where you chop, you go use go. You be poor. One of the most potent equation to amass wealth is to labor long before ever thinking of gratification. And it's only emotional power that can give you that result. You must be a governor of your emotions. Because days to flex, there are days that you will wake up and all your body wants to do is you are looking at that 5,000 naira in your account. Everything that your body wants is just what's one chicken in the that days you should not catch it from body. Let your expenses on me. I'm telling you, there's a period of time in your life you should be saving like there's something wrong. You are meant that something will happen to you. So let me imagine that. Let me use an imaginary person. This is an imaginary person. Imagine that they told this guy is China. Don't know why I said China. They're China. Imagine that they told China that in the next 15 years, you are going to be hit with a sickness that will cost 20 million naira to cure. If you don't have 20 million naira, you're going to die. And they give you 15 years to save 20 million. Or else, you die after 15 years. Bro, that's when you will know that people can hustle. That's why you will know that people can see. We don't look like this. That's why most of us in Africa end up poor. It's a fair game. 15 years to save 20 million. It's a fair game. You have, in fact, there's a way you will labor. In 5 years, you will save the 20 million. Then you will now enter your rest. You just save it, keep. In fact, you save another 20 million and keep. Save 40. And that's it. All you'll be waiting for is the day of doing. As soon as the day of doing comes, you just open that account and do it. Yeah. And then that's how some of us the only thing that can empower this kind of agenda is emotional power. But you see now, the reason why this one now, you are going to have a strong emotion by force is because you now know the end. What if they tell you that something like this will go? Have you not seen on TV that they are begging us to donate 8 million naira for somebody, and somebody is going to die? That person has lived for 24 years. You see, when they say save, you say your savings will kill you. Your savings will save you. But Nigerians will not come up with name. You know, name is the money. Let's not talk about that. Nigerians will come, whatever spirit of me is on Nigerians to water down everything and trivialize everything. We will soon see it when this our generation now, when we are 40, start reaping all these things we are seeing. So they are giving you a financial what? Financial strategy for wealth. That it is your savings that will save you in the future. Guess what Nigerians will not say again? So since yesterday that my savings they save me. You have not seen it. You have not seen it. You have not seen that mean that since yesterday that my savings time they save me. Since yesterday, something that is supposed to save you 10 years coming. You are eating it now and telling me since yesterday that my savings they save me. You see that you just trivialize everything. That my savings the same is every you know, sometimes money na water. Sometimes you don't even get money to buy water. They cannot say sorry. How are you governing your inner world? If I were you, the one thing I will go home and go and sit down with in this first level, guess what it is? If they say that this thing like this is a world, do you know what a world is? If they say that your inner, no, it's not word. I want to use the word at the end. Your inner self is a world. What you should be pondering on is, if you understand what a world is, imagine that they say the world of finance. Have you heard that word before? The world of finance. They are not just telling you Access Bank. They are not telling you about Access Bank. If they say the world of, they are not telling you about the institution of finance. They are saying the world. They are saying everything in this world that makes up for finance anywhere. The world of education. The world of education. It's not that thing you're studying in your faculty. The world of education. So, if your emotion is a whole world, your intellect is imagine that your intellect is a whole world. And then your will is a world. And they are telling you that you must govern it before you try to come out. And what they mean by govern is that you must have built this thing, trained it. Just imagine imagine the kind of words that you are dealing. If your inner self is a world, imagine the kind of world you are dealing. Not that really clean, that will vanish. That means they are saying that the first system that runs your life. Remember that even in the building, we said that where we are going to is to become a system. That means it is the system that you are able to build inside of you that will be able to achieve the system that you are pursuing. All of us just have big dreams. We don't have the capacity for the big dreams we have. The capacities in your inner world. Your inner world. As I said, read 100 books. Some of you have not read half. Inner world. Your intellect is so poor. Your intellect is so poor. We have been studying some dangerous stuff in my church from last week. And last week, when we finished, so it's like a class, we finish, they'll give the exam instantly. So they segmented the church into departments, right? So every class is supposed to now answer guesswork, long solutions. We did the same thing. I'm still going to do it for 2 other Sundays. Last week's Sunday, Great Man Takit answered almost all the questions from zero. Great Man Takit. This Sunday like this, Great Man Takit still answered all the questions for his own. And they won last week, they won this week. We were, okay, this today now. My own class and Great Man's class, we had the same form, so we were tied. The row that failed last week was the same row that failed that carried last week. Last week, we took 7. The point I'm trying to make with this is that, all of you know Great Man Takit, right? You know Great Man. You don't just appear everywhere. You have to be intelligent. So this guy is proving to us that he's not just making waves. That in an instant lecture and exam, he's still This guy, do you understand? Today, the church was surprised. In fact, the humility for great man to even, ask him, today they said, your class will produce people that will come out and great man came out and speak in church. Maybe some of you are not surprised because you don't know great man. You don't know great man. I said, yeah. And I thought, great man is not going to everything. It's our church member. This is the same great man that if he wants to come to house of the year, it's not logical. Bring intelligence. After this lecture now, you see how I'm stressing on just one. There's 5 to go on this number 1, and there's on this one now, there's other 5. No, I'm not going to do that too. So you see where I'm laboring now on just 1. And this is 1 point inside 1, and there's still 5 points under this one. Then for this one now, there are still other 5 transition levels. Which are we going to be there? But the problem is not to even rush all of them. I'm taking my time so that this thing sinks inside of you. You leave this place, you are not the same person that comes in. You have to understand, I'm building a world inside of me. And whatever I'm able to build in this my inside is what is going to come out. That's why they say build it first before you try to come outside. That's your emotional power. You sit down. To read for 20 minutes is a problem. I don't read for 20 minutes. Something just begins to boil inside your whole body. That's when you start remembering that, no, something I really. I'm about the sugar. You now start to push the thoughts out and read the next line. As you're reading the next line, no, I think soon we'll get later again. Take a profit first. Don't profit. Then, before you read the, so you have read, even the 5 lines you read, you cannot remember anything. Because the will power and the emotional power to sit down and be greatness is lacking in this generation. Everybody is just walking around like they know what they're doing. Meanwhile, everybody is a slave. Don't joke with what I'm telling you. Everybody is this generation. We are slaves. We are slaves in technology. We are slaves in technology. And it's supposed to be the other way around. Let me tell you, if you don't govern your life intentionally, you are going to pay for it. You'll be a mediocre till the day you die. Hope you know what mediocrity is. You'll be a mediocre till you die. If you don't keep technology down and learn that, let it be that the only reason why technology is before your face and in your hand always is that you are learning from it. How long do you want to remain in this capacity? The capacity of your inner world now. How long do you want to remain in this? And little drops of water is what makes mighty oceans. One of the things that I am determined to tell you today in this meeting is that you have to understand that at the end of the day, in the further, there's a point, I'm moving ahead of myself. In the end of the day, what is required of you is the result, not activity. Some of you, I see what you are doing. Nobody thinks like, just like it on GPT. GPT, going to sit down in seconds. I don't know. Then you talk, your words are empty. Shallow. I hope you know that ChatGPT does not create. So what it means is that the information there are the information there has given. So the generic can give you, Very soon. It's not even very soon. It's happening now. There'll be AI detectors. Detectors. So what it means that if you go and generate that thing, when the generator come, they will have another AI to detect the very AI that is generated this from. We generate it. So when you bring something, so there's even an intelligence to now discuss that. How deep are you becoming? Nobody arrives at wisdom. Wisdom is not your mother's food. Your mother cannot cook it for you. Wisdom comes from knowledge. What you need to be wise is knowledge. What you need to be knowledgeable is understanding. So, what I'm giving you now can lead, I'm giving you knowledge. This knowledge can make you wise, but you need to understand it first. Because it is in understanding it that you can do business with it. It's not your mother's food, sir. Wisdom, it's not your mother's food. And there's no depth if you are not wise. It's the truth. There's no depth if you are not wise. And you cannot just be wise, say they're born as they gave birth to him wise. No. Every wise person learned something. Stayed with something. Stayed in the days before, in the days of our grandparents, they didn't really have education as we have, but they were wise. Guess how? Their wisdom used to be handed down. So you hear things like, my grandmother trained me. You did your grandmother. What? How did the grandmother train? I have, at least, me too, I can testify that my grandmother trained me. And let me show you how grandmother trained. You will have a chair, a small stool that will always be close to you. I'm privileged, my father's mom is still alive. And one of the things I do is every time when I was still staying in the village. See, at the end of every day, you better go and sit down there. You carry your smoke. The chair is always there. When you come, you sit down. But not everybody does that. It's a very boring conversation. Except you are somebody that's wise. Even the last time I went to the village, before I left back to Abuja, I still have to go and sit down and listen. See, in our tradition till today, the way there's something old people do. I'm saying that the last time I went home, before I left, they did it to me. When elderly people finish talking to you, you will open your hand, they will spit into your hand, and you will rub it on your way. Do you know about the duty of this? Duty, thank God. No! Before you do this, you don't know. Oh, do you think impartation is a Christian something? You don't know. There's the spirit of wisdom. There's the spirit of wisdom. After she finished giving you any tips, and that's how you know history. That is my grandmother. My mom's mom, before she died, she kept on asking for me. It was as though she was waiting for me. I was waiting for money. She told everybody, she told them to call me that I have to come. Do you know why? When they are about to pass, they are looking for that child that was always after knowledge when they were alive. Everybody comes around wisdom for plenty things. Some people come for money, some people come for things they can get. Wise people come to get that wisdom too. So every time I was my grandmother, that's from my mom's side now, he was for learning. This woman will be pointing to clowns for me. The things I know, my siblings cannot live. She tell me about this plan, tell me about this plan, tell me about this plan. She will sometimes bring me out like this. Stand. After the place she's pointing out, we cannot see it though. She will be describing that if you pass so and so place from that side now, this is how they you see these people. They are in this village answering the name of this village because they came from somewhere. They are so person slave. I'm saying this to say that life is very, very important. So after some of those things, you will open your hand, they will spit into your hand. Yes, very brutal. They will not even drop the saliva anymore. They will spray it. And as they are doing it, you with all the meaningfulness in your rub it on your body, starting from your head. You see how some people say it's easy enough. That's why people are not wise. People are not wise because when they tell you some of the things to apply to become wise in this life, you cannot do it actually. You cannot do it. Some of you will be there, you'll be wondering, say every time this guy talks, he say you talk for 2 hours, you talk for 2 hours, you talk. Sometimes that you really don't know where somebody's coming from. You don't know. I mean, you can stay let me sit in your hand and rub it on your leg. You know, I'm saying that after the last time I went for my sister's wedding last year, I still took my chair, sat down. She talked. After the talking, one, Sakari. She went zoo. Hey. That time your mouth today. Teaching you this, you cannot pass. If they leave this thing, if they give you this thing, they give you this thing to teach you, you not teach what I'm teaching inside. As in, if I give you this manual, I'm not saying that it's from that saliva. Do you understand? I need to hear what I'm saying. Sometimes, where you need to go to get wisdom, it's not palatable. It's not something you want to associate yourself with. But I was saying that in those days wisdom was handed down. So the only people that got wise was people who could sit down on that chair. It's people who could follow no matter what. You know what people smell? You know what people smell? Can you still? It's not today you are counting the errors of your leader. Say your leader do somebody where they teach you, offend you. Wrong. Do you know that people became wise because they sat for years under an old person that smells? People don't know what people smell. It's a testament that they have never sat with real wisdom or raw wisdom. And it's not a tangible sin. But when you sit down there, because if you don't bath any longer, when you bath, you know that as you know your skin is dying, if you know science, you know your skin dies. That thing you call dirty in your skin, you know it's not dirty. That thing is to scrub. You know it's not dirty, it's dead skin cells. You know that thing that you do, like that black thing that you do in your, it's not dirty. Those are dead skin cells. You don't want to use sponge and peel yourself. You see that I'm teaching you plenty things, Abi? You imagine that you are building a world, what kind of world will you build? And they say this is number 1. Managing yourself. Managing yourself. Let me try another one. I can't even leave you. I can't even leave you. Verse 5. Build systems, not moves. Haha. Build systems, not moves. Sister, a collection of organized things. A collection of organized. Let's organize here. A collection of organized things. Build system. To manage yourself, you need to organize your life, right? So system is building an organized collection and living by it. Not moods. When you how to come into greatness is when you build a system, when you successfully build a system on how to govern your inner world, right? Do you understand? You follow it and don't let your life depend on your moods. Don't let your life depend on your moods. One of the strongest lady I know in Pekka. She was my regional secretary when I was president. Right? She posted something on her WhatsApp. Was it yesterday? She was saying that she posted a picture and said, "Tell me what comes to your mind when you saw this picture." So in the picture, she was not saying that she had to show up for a friend when she wasn't supposed to show up. She had to show up for a friend when she was supposed to take the excuse of cramps and pains. So she showed up anyways, but her face. So, and that's one thing. So one of the systems she has around her life is that she shows up for people. I know that's one way people will show up for you back. You don't show up for people. But do you understand? You don't show up for people, or you show up for people when it's convenient for you. I'm just using certain as an example. Right? So in building your inner world, one of the things you must do is to set systems and not live your life on moods. You know what mood is now? Vibe. Say vibes and inshallah. Vibes. That's what our generation is living on. And this is why there are people who are going to be poor. You are living vibes. And so vibes means the day you wake up and your body did not, you will leave everything you are supposed to say today. You don't live your life on moods. You will never build anything worthwhile. You will not build anything. You don't live your life on moods. You build systems. And what are systems? Strategy, routine, and discipline. The system to build greatness. You see, you build systems and not moods. Motivation comes and goes. This one is one thing you must know. Motivation. And show anybody that says they are motivated every day. They are attacked. That's why sometimes you need to motivate me to come for council meeting. You don't know. Just today like this, man. I've had one of the most terrible week this year. This week that just passed. Since on Wednesday, I've been in a great dilemma that I have been. I can't explain it to you. As at yesterday night, a close friend of mine had to be telling me, see, Ibe, let's stay on this call. In case you cannot sleep. Me too, I will not sleep. I'm telling you, you know there are things I will not tell you. There's no reason why I should be teaching you today, like now. There's no reason on earth why I should be standing here teaching you. But life is not based on moods. I'm saying yesterday night, a very close friend of mine, that's after spending like almost the whole day together trying to I'm trying not to mention anything specific. You know, at night by 12 a.m. we were still on WhatsApp call, and the call, I said, just go sleep. I said, as long as you never sleep, I never sleep. Let's just be here. Since you cannot sleep, me too. I've had the most terrible week for this year. If I tell you what it is, you will not believe that I am standing and teaching you. You will not believe. You will not believe. Life is not based on how you feel. That's one. By yesterday evening, Mary was even asking me, are you going to go to church today? I said, I'm not going. I promised two people that I will not go to church today. When I woke up today, I still went to church. I just asked myself that, I gotta go to church. And I'm here teaching you. But you see, I've been joking with you since, right? If I don't tell you certain things, you will not be aware. But I'm teaching you now. I have all the rights to say this meeting today is count. And there's nothing you will do. And to even convince all of us, I will now just tell you small thing that even you will not say, it's not that one. But I'm standing here and teaching because I have to. It's an obligation I owe the council. This is not fun now. But you don't live your life on vibes and moods. You don't live your life on, I don't feel like today, or I feel like today. No. So if you are known, you should be the one. In fact, if you are known, maybe you would have sent back to my house to pick me. I'm here. As I'm talking to you now, this afternoon, while I'm sitting here now, maybe you have sent me a message and said, how far are you? What's going on? It's not something you can imagine, so don't worry. Don't even try to think anything. But here I am teaching you. I'm begging you to take life serious. I mean, we don't even have forever. Trust me. We don't have forever. We might have long life, but we don't have forever to make impact in this life. Because if you miss your stage, if you miss your age 15 to 25, you have missed a vital part of your life. You will be explaining. Nobody wants to hear your explanation. I wish that one day some of you will really hear my cry and take your life seriously. If you miss your age 15 to 25, some of you are in 23 already. That means you have 2 years to do a very rugged work. But you are still planning to be sluggish. Some of you are 20 already. Some of you are 18. You don't know how time is running. You don't know it takes time to build intelligence. It takes time. Especially in this day and time where knowledge does not even have lifespan. Again, where you learn something today, you need to relearn tomorrow. And you have not even learned the one of the day before yesterday. And today, that you are expected to relearn the one you learned yesterday. You see how life will leave you behind. Life is not good. So I don't feel like that's not how they live life. So you set up structures, routines, and discipline. Discipline yourself. Some of you, all the disciplines, all the discipline you need is discipline yourself to stop taking bike. Just start trekking. Don't take bike. You are too young to take bike. That's what the discipline you need for starters. Be walking. What are you doing with your life as a teenager, 20? You are flying bike. That every time you remember to take bike, throw the money into a susu box. Every time you remember to eat, what's it called? Fabs. Fabs. You know, there's this soft gear stupid thing. Sorry, my soft. Let's not even go there. Soft gear era. Soft gear era. Your papa no get wealth anyway. Soft gear. Soft gear. Your papa no even get house for Maraba. Where another person will pay for. That's your soft gear. Can you wake up? Wake up. You are doing fine, boy. Sow into your life. Sow into your life, bro. Sow into your life. Set structure. Set routines. It's not. You are just flying. If you wake up today, one call will now. Some of you don't wonder why. Don't worry. By the time you get older, sometimes will make sense. Right? Some of you will call. The other day you called. And when you came, did you just see me in the house without shirts? I was there. I'm sure the guy will wonder, why you made the picking? I don't go pick. Anyways, you need to get older to understand some of those things. So you get older. One time I started telling people, if you like, stay in your house and say, I don't want to see me, don't come. All the person that's gotten the help is, you know now, she would have been in my compound before she started calling me. So I'll come out and see person. My compound people will not tell me, somebody they live for you. That time now, I will have to see you by force. Stay in your house and be doing something. You don't want to say 2 years, we will not talk. I promise you, we will not talk. Learn to invest in your set structures. What is your structure to improve your mental capacity? What is the structures you have put in place? Please, I know it's not that thing you are studying in your school. What is the structure you have put in place? What is the structure you have put in place? What is the structure you have put in place? What are the routines? Who is helping you guide your life? Who is helping you guide your structures? Accountability. Before a council meeting, every month you submit. How many of you were there that time? Every month you submit your goals and plans to me. Those things are still on my PDF before a council meeting. One person that was so faithful in that is Esther Emmanuel, your GS. I used to paste her goals and plans on my wall in my room. So it's me that we don't do that. Some of you don't know what it will take you to become independent. If you know it, discipline. We need to cut friendships. The cut friendships. All these boys used to call and smile. All these girls I used to call you, I love your head. Stop it. That's time to read one book. Some of us don't know. I hope you know. If I tell you now, guys, some of us don't know how to research on something. Some of us don't know how to research. So if I research here, we don't know how to research. Because if I do a research on something, you will not know what to do. Build systems. Systems are structures. Routine. It is these things that helps you build these things. Structure simply means this is how I've planned to do this thing this month. I want to be intelligent in mathematics. But see, may your eyes see from when I have not even known that I was going to be doing anything like this. I've told you people countless times. It was after I left secondary school that I started learning mathematics. I finished secondary school 2013. right? There was from 2014 that I started learning maths. In fact, learning again everything they taught in secondary school. So on Sundays, like, I used to wonder, people say they cannot come for council meeting. On Sundays, after church, I was in the village now, along Westside Bush. With a few serious people. We didn't even know what we were really doing. Sometimes we solve and never arrive at the answer. But that thing was doing something else. What? Last year, I was learning mathematics on my own. With the help of AI. Some of you are just using AI to ask. You have dictionary. But what you are doing with your AI is dictionary. That's what you are saying. AI, what is AI, what is strategy? And you have dictionary. That's not what AI is meant. That's not what AI is meant. Allow AI do the work that it's meant to do. Structure, routine. I wish that I can let you know how important business is. Hope you know that every day we come to this council meeting, I keep on hammering on this thing called intelligence. I pray for you that you will not, in 5 years' time, you will not sit down in one lonely place and tell yourself, somebody was shouting this thing at me. And yes, I know this. I pray that it never happens to me. And I will tell you again and again that there are many things I regret. But guess what? You have not the regret, the age of regret. That's why you are not regret. But may not happen to you. May not happen to you. Everybody I know, they are graduates. Are they doing what they need? Was it not you I was telling? That somebody that finished nursing and they celebrated is not doing another thing. So the day you will know. So imagine that while you went to learn nursing with other people, while you were learning nursing, you were flying balls to sell for them. That's wisdom. They are doing only learning, but you are mastering how to sell to your neighbors. And they will have conferences and we'll talk about the name. And the first person I tried to teach about the name years back is Faith Uzo. And that's one person in my space I'm very proud of right now. Years back, I found the protocol of the name. Today she's one of my lecturers. Bro, you see this thing that when you wake up in the morning, you just jump and you don't have structure. Engines. Say come for council meeting. It's because you have not made council meeting a structure. You're still seeing it as this guy want to maybe this in one group, they are trying to build good league. How many groups have lasted? How many groups have they built in this Maraba? How many lasted? Have I not told you countless times that when I was like you, we were doing something called the wealthy generation. None of us are wealthy today. The earlier you pay, none of our wealth no cost, and the wealth we have now is in Christ. Our sunrise is in Christ. Hello, my hope is no well. That time, yes, we were being taught things there that we were not using to learn. Hezekiah. Emmanuel. I want to call you blessed. It's blessed. I'm calling you blessed. Faith. Yes, you come once in a year. What's your name? Omega. Life. Life is not about mood. Better read with that headache. Only the attack is migraine. Say the thing is to split. Sit down. Oh. Even if it's split, you want to split your eye. Sit down. Got it. Everybody is striving to get it. But you see, what will make the difference between even you and your siblings is that you are taught. You are being taught. I told you last time, I said, foster something. Foster something. Start. You know what fostering is? Start up something. Start up something. Start up something. Don't wait. Start up something. Start up. How can you people go to Kogi? You have not started council meeting in Kogi. How? Do you know how? At what stage in your life do you want to start becoming Jeremy? Apostle. Is the one at your school? They were like that. I started talking to her. I started asking her, when are you guys going to start joining? Start holding something. I don't care whatever other one you are doing. See, it's not name. Yes. If you like you are doing this, start your own. Start gathering, building your own. Do it. Start it in your own. But some of you have done, you have taught so much by now. You're supposed to start your own. But let me tell you, you are thinking like the typical African. I say, I don't have BS. I don't have teachers. You are waiting. If you like, don't start lesson center. Don't start lesson center. If I wait for that, it was Henry I was telling one time. I've never studied anything in line with counseling and guidance. Never done it. I've never read the book on counseling. Imagine I'm waiting to read a book on counseling before I start counseling. Or I'm waiting to get one certificate before I start teaching. How many lecturers will sit down and expose and do an expose for you like this? You know they will go check the and you go do your thing. Why do people do TDB in that school? You know that lecturer will not teach you. So they will not teach you Jack. Bro, please. Foster something. I told you the fact that I said submit 4 people to me next year, that's all the push you need to start your company. That's all the push. Start your company. Their jobs. Who are you talking to? Intentional. Who are you bringing your structures, your routines, and your discipline to? A check for you to help you account. Who is accounting for you? Anything you should not forget today. Don't forget I told you that wisdom is not your mother's food. And you felt the highlight of your life to manage it. And it's not manage yourself. Be in charge of. Don't let your phone be ruling you. Don't let your emotions be ruling you. Don't let your sexual organ rule you as a young person. Don't let it. And you see this emotion part. Don't let it. Today you're feeling funky. No, it's reggae that's clear. Don't let it. Don't let it. Don't let nobody tell you about the relationship now. Don't let it. Don't let any girl be manipulating you. Okay. Don't ever appear anywhere and your intellect is not strong. you will cry. Some of you have not known shame. You have not known. The day you will know shame, is the day this thing happened to you. You appeared somewhere to find out that nothing is actually in your head. Nothing is actually in your head. You appear somewhere you know to be clear that there's nothing in your head. As in, it will clear. It will clear that there's nothing in your head. When you stand up to speak, maybe it's even one picnic. We go for picnic in Millennium Park. We people that have sense. They will not say talk. They will not say. They will not be using like. You will use like. In one sentence, you use like 1 million times. Say like. It's not like. Some of these they remove like from your sentence. You don't have anything to say. Because before you open your mouth, you have said like 15 like. Say, like, as in like, you don't understand like, I say like. What is now? One day you will resolve it. This is how you not be. Bro, become intelligent. I swear, become intelligent. See, I don't swear for you. Become intelligent. It was in November council meeting, I will not forget. I sat all of you down here and told you that you don't know that illiteracy shows on the face. It appears on, you don't know. Illiteracy appears on your face. You know why you don't know? It's because the people that you are meeting now, they are illiterate too. Illiteracy appeared on the face, so like, as in, you have not talked, but your face, your countenance just shows that you are an illiterate. I'm telling you, they will know by the way in that gathering, the way you are, they will just know that this one is not from here.